9 to 5, and today I'm going to show you how to make ramen noodles. So what you need is ramen noodles. Then you're going to need your pot, no matter what size. Then you're going to need your measuring cup. Then you're going to need your tea kettle. Tea kettle's optional. I like the tea kettle because it makes things a lot easier. Then you're going to go ahead and turn on the eye. You're going to put the pot on the eye, and you're going to fill that pot up with water. I prefer bottled water. Don't knock me. I don't care what you say. I'm a little bougie, but it really don't matter. I just don't like faucet water. It is what it is. Go ahead, turn the other eye on. That's when you put the tea kettle on, because you should have both of them boiling at the same time. Fill it up. Matter of fact, and then you go ahead and put the water in. It don't matter to me if you stand outside and fill this tea kettle up with rain. You feel me? As long as it works for you, that's what matters. Put the top back on the tea kettle, because you need to make sure that tea kettle get hot. Turn down the eye. You don't want it too high, because then one of the pot is gonna go over. It's gonna overflow water. Then you're probably gonna have to clean up a big mess. You just don't really want to do that, right? You're gonna have to time that. Now let's open up this ramen noodle pack. Now listen, everybody do this. I've been doing this since I was a kid. You're not supposed to put it in the microwave. You're not supposed to put that in the microwave, but everybody do it. But listen, do what you got to do. If you got to put it in the microwave and that's all you got, then that's all it is. So, that's just what it is. But anyways, you open it up, make sure you don't rip the top lid, because then when you won't be able to put it back down and all the steam gonna come out to make the noodle soft. That's why you pinch the edges properly, if you need to. Open it up, and that's where you really much what you get. Boom, that's the first stage of the water. Boom, second stage of the water. That's how it should look when you want to do it. Then the tea kettle is gonna be whistling, like, see? You turn the eye off, right? Make sure you turn the eye off. Then now what you're going to do is, first method we're going to use is the measuring cup. Now, I wish I had a bigger pot, but I forgot. But the concept is you put the measuring cup in the water, right, the pot, and you pour it in the noodles. You feel me? That's how it's supposed to be, but I didn't have a bigger pot. Then the second method you can do is actually taking the pot and pouring the water inside the noodles. Then the third method is the tea kettle. My favorite, because it's easier. That's that bouginess. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really trying to do all that extra stuff and trying to make it real easy for you. You see how simple that it is? You go ahead and close that up. You put the fork on top of the paper to keep the steam in, because you need to make it soft, right? And then you go ahead and fill the other one up, because I got multiple kids, and the kids, everybody hungry, so you gotta feed them. You gotta make more than one noodle pack. So put the lid on, put the fork on that lid, make sure so that it can stay soft. Then look, now we have a little pack. This like the instant, I forgot what this called. Anyway, it's the pack of noodles. I'm gonna take that same water, right? We're gonna heat it back up a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and take the ramen noodle pack. See, a lot of people break the ramen noodle pack up, or you can keep it whole, depending on how you want to do it. You can break it on up real small pieces, or just big solid chunks, or just throw that thing on in there. So then pretend I'm opening the bag with two hands. You only got one hand, I'm recording. But when you open the bag, do not pour the seasoning packet inside the pot. All right? You're going to cook it. That ain't what you're supposed to do. So then we're going to go ahead and throw the noodles on in the pot. You see that right there? Look at that. You see that right there? Go ahead and make sure you dispose of the plastic. Do not keep it near the stove, because the plastic will burn. So let's check on these noodles. Now watch this. It's nice and soft. You see that? That's why you shouldn't rip the paper at the top, because the steam gonna come out. Look at that. Yeah. Delicious. Check this other one. See if it make sure it's done. Go ahead, throw that fork in it. It's doneer. You see that? That's how you do that. Look at that. Got a drop of corn. See, now you take that same fork, you mix that up a little bit, make sure it's, get in there, get them chunks down in there, make sure it gets submerged in that water. This is what the boil should look like. You see, this is what the boil should look like. And then you go ahead, turn the water off when it's heated up. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw in some of that seasoning. You feel me? That's that little packet that you had. That's that right there. That's that seasoning. I don't recommend using a whole packet, because I promise you, this packet is a sodium bomb. Do not use the whole packet. Just use some. Matter of fact, you can use some onion powder, garlic powder. You don't even need to use the packet. You just use some other seasoning, man, because them season packets, man, they cause high blood pressure. I'm telling you, and I'm not joking. So watch that. All right, so once you're done, you got your noodles in your cup, then you got your noodles in your pot. And you ain't got to worry about the noodles in the cup, because you're going to eat the noodles out the cup, so you don't need a bowl. But the noodles in the pot, you can go ahead and eat them out the pot, or you can put them in a bowl. You can drain the juice, or you can drink the juice like soup. But that's pretty much it. I want y'all to stay safe. This is Dad 9 to 5. Don't forget to subscribe.